please reach out at messagemyhub@gmail.com.
Things that we can relate to each other on. If that conversation goes somewhere with depth, create a conversation amongst people who may not have ever had that conversation otherwise. Things that we can relate to each other on. If that conversation goes somewhere with depth, I'm only interesting because the people I know are interesting. And it's time that I share that gift with the world. Is to create conversation amongst people who may not have ever had that conversation. Hey folks, and welcome back to the show where opinions are mostly informed, reading is fundamental, and you can go anywhere and do anything with the Hub Podcast. It'll all make sense soon enough. Now listen, I'm sure whether you're here for sports takes, trade stories, or just to hear two grown men argue respectfully about things that may or may not be detrimental to our human existence, welcome home. I'm Brandon Bourne, the proud and foolish host of the most interesting, informative, and funny podcast ever, The Hub, Playoff Championship Edition. But before we get into it, a few quick updates from the Hub universe. We're officially live on all platforms, so wherever you get your podcasts, just search the Hub Podcast with Brandon Bourne. Every episode gets a little bit tighter if you ask me, and I hopefully get slightly less annoying to you, growth people. It hurts sometimes. But here's a quick reminder to follow us on our socials, the Hub Podcast _ Brandon Bourne on Instagram. Drop a comment, argue with me politely, or suggest a guest you might like me to reach out to. Also, we're going visual, folks, so check us out on our YouTube channel at Message My Hub, and you can see the show that way also. Let's hit these current events. First off, let me shout out yours and my favorite leader of the free world, Donald J. Trump, or as he only allows me to call him, DT. Alright, DT, I rocked with you through the shutdowns, tariff shenanigans, and I'm not even whining about the ICE raids. These are all items that were on your to-do list, and they seem to be getting done, albeit rudely. You're getting it done. And as a black man in this country, my whole good life, having men with guns and badges treat me badly is basically a rite of passage to becoming an American, so I welcome my Caucasian brethren and sistren into the fold. But besides that, you go and strip Juneteenth, take Martin Luther King's name off of national parks, and pardon that old bat Tina Peters. Now don't get me wrong, DT, I expect petty and unnecessary moves out of you, but this is getting a bit ridiculous. I'm going to need you to rein it in, brother, just a little bit. Y'all, there's something about this 1 year mark for these presidents. This is the same 1 year mark when I realized that Joe was not only sleepy, but had no intention of being bipartisan or even useful for that matter. But these little tidbits pale in comparison to the most important part of the year. Playoff championships for both the AFC and NFC are happening as we speak. We'll dive into this special time of year with our up-and-coming guest, host of the thatguyjig podcast. Now, this next piece of information is exclusive and national and perhaps internationally important. If you didn't notice my ode to the rainbow during the intro, allow me to inform you that Reading Rainbow is coming back, y'all. Nostalgia is not even the word to explain how excited I am about this. Perhaps I'm a bit too excited. Who knows? Anyways, in real Denver news, first off, can we just acknowledge that almost every Denver team is good right now? The Nuggets are elite, the Avs are dangerous, and the Broncos are literally kicking ass on almost all cylinders. And then there's the Rockies, who are participating in baseball emotionally, albeit not competitively. They're participating their little hearts out, though. In other sports news, speaking of the Nuggets, Nikola Jokic injury watch. Now, Denver collectively holds its breath every time this man ties his shoes, because the question is not, is Jokic hurt? It's, how hurt is Denver if he's hurt? It appears to be a knee sprain. It's been a couple of weeks now. They said it'd be 4 weeks' time before they got back to it. And honestly, they're doing decent. I feel like we're at or above 500 at this point. Meanwhile, Jokic still manages to be the best player in the league, look mildly inconvenienced by basketball, and somehow appear like he'd rather be feeding horses, although I doubt he only appears that way. I mean, the man is either a sadistic sociopath or enlightened well past caring about the physical and material goals of this world. But I digress. We have got to leave something for the Jig and I to talk about. But since we are on the subject, and this guy just happens to epitomize hard work, passion in personal projects, and how to quietly give off fuck this job energy. Dear Nikola, if you are listening, which you're not, Because you're probably somewhere fly fishing, cuddling horses in your native Serbia, or simplifying precision passing inside your head, like you do. To all of which I say, please sir, take your time healing. We're going to need you at 100% here down the stretch, at least a strong 85%, because we know that you at 85% is still better than most of the league. Let's be honest, no one can really hang with your stuff. Speaking of which, your stuff is not only brilliant, but unprecedented. Triple doubles seem like child's play for you, and watching you stack assists is reminiscent of John Stockton, the last baddest white boy to toss the rock around the court like that. There is one distinct difference, however. You're 1.5 feet taller than he is. But it's the poise and the peace you seem to play with that's so intense yet detached, as though you know it could all end tomorrow, but you simply don't give a shit. Honestly, man, it's truly beautiful. And it's that and so many other topics that I would love to discuss with you. So if you get this message, I'd be most honored to take some time to chat with the most laid-back living legend of all time. Oh, and 3-time NBA MVP. In the meantime, we wait and we wonder. Thank you, sir, for the joy you've brought and the hope you continue to bring this town. Be peace, brethren. Check yourself.
Mic check. Mic check.
Check, check, check.
Yo.
Check, check, check.
Should be all right. Looks like it. Looks like we're rolling.
And all right, moving on. My next guest is proof that you do not need to choose one lane in life. Besides being the current host and creator of the That Guy Jig podcast, he's an HVAC foreman or tenor by trade. A man who understands leadership, pressure, problem solving in the real world. He's also a self-taught guitarist who understands creativity, discipline, and expression. Yet somehow he still finds time to research and talk sports, helping to clear up the mud and mayhem for the degenerates like you and myself. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the hub, That Guy Jig, Jimi K.
Welcome. Thank you. That was beautiful. I'm glad to be here, man. It's been a minute. Glad to come back, man. Good seeing you. Like the setup. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. It's all beautiful.
Trying to graduate a little bit. This is the first time. You're blessing the set for the first time here, so this is what we got so far.
Oh, that's nice, man. Nice. Really nice. Get you on one of these corners of campuses, man.
Right.
You know
what I mean?
That's
I'll
all
be
right.
Brandon Kirk.
Rep
that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I do pop-up podcasts. We did our first pop-up podcast at Angelo's.
Okay.
Do you know Angelo's?
Is that pizza joint?
No, it's a... when you're right, you're right.
Yeah.
It's a CD vinyl. They do vinyl.
Oh, okay.
And everything is up in Aurora.
Man. I thought they had a little slice over there for you.
Nah, they got one next door, I'm sure.
Okay.
So we popped up in front of it. We didn't have nothing cool like this, so I set up a table and I popped up in front. And my homeboy's the manager.
Oh, okay.
So we were talking to people coming in and out, and we're gonna do another one. Actually, you should be. I think I'm gonna do what is called a pop-up podcast. Bring your own guest, and I'm gonna do a pop-up in front of the store because it's Vinyl Day.
Okay.
So if people are into vinyl or records,
I know
Angelo's CDs and tapes in Aurora, April 18th, I believe, and we should be there doing a pop-up podcast. And if I can get this cat, we might bring him through.
Yeah, man. See what I'm doing. Right around the corner from the smokers holiday, ain't it?
418, 420. Yeah. It's a big day.
Yeah, people should be out there getting them vinyls ready for the smoke sesh, man.
I mean, it's coming back. It's making a big comeback.
They definitely should be there.
He said vinyl and K-pop is what sells now. Back in the day, it was like hip-hop and strange music.
Yeah.
Now it's vinyl and K-pop.
K-pop, man.
K-pop.
Wow.
Yes.
Like kids pop?
Like Korean pop.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the
Where
kids.
Where have you been? You've been banging too much 10. You really have not been out here in the street. K-pop's where it's at.
No, I mean, hey, to each their own, but you ain't gonna catch me blasting no K-pop.
NSYNC meets like a kung fu.
So it's like if NSYNC did Kung Fu Fighter?
Right. Except they all look real feminine in the face.
Oh, okay. That's
like porcelain men.
Oh yeah, that's definitely some interesting shit.
I'm sorry to even bring that up to you. So we can cut all that.
No, it's fine. I mean, I just I'm not into the K-pop stream. I haven't.
No, not for that reason. I just wanted to get past that because that was a really bad idea to talk. What I wanted to talk about is something really important. So this That Guy Jig thing I've been wanting to talk about since the first time, but I think I forgot.
Yeah.
So That Guy Jig, the name.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you come up with it, and was it intentional to sound country and slightly racist?
I thought about it after the fact, but at the same time, I'm just like, fuck it, dude. We're gonna roll with it, man. That guy Jig, it's the Jig comes from my most of my aliases on social media is Jigsaw Jimmy.
Okay.
So, but when I'm on the Call of Duty with the homies, man, it's just Jig. We cut it short for the mic and for communication purposes. So, it's Jig. I got another friend named Bar. Another friend named Cat. And
So
then
what does
we
that
got
mean?
O.
His name's Bartholomew and her name's Catherine.
No,
You have to shorten it because when you're out there in the field and you're shooting in the middle of a Call of Duty, you're like, "Hey, Cat." You
I
can't
ain't
be
got
like, "Hey,
time.
Catherine."
I can't get the whole name out. We got to go quick, fast, and in a hurry. So yeah, it's just, and then that guy, I'm just that guy Jig, man,
Guy.
and yeah, after a minute, I started really thinking about it. And I'm like, man, this is just setting yourself up for some shit.
So much.
But at the same time, man, what they say, bad publicity is good publicity. So we're rolling.
If they're watching,
We're watching. You know what I mean? So it is
Tune
what it
in
is.
for that guy, Jig.
Hey, what you call me behind closed doors is your business, man.
And
Hey,
words of Nipsey, there's some things they gonna think.
yeah,
And there's some
things that they gonna say,
say.
and that's just the world we live in, man. But yeah, man, so I love it.
That's
Love
legit.
it all.
So I'm glad that you acknowledged, at least after the fact, you realized.
Oh
what you had
yeah,
done.
but at that point, I had already put. By the time I realized what I had done, I had already put out about 8 episodes, so it was just like roll with it, bud. So now on all my TikToks and Instagram posts, it's a hashtag that guy Jig. So hashtag that guy Jig if you want to see some content, you want to see what the hell I got to say. And I got some stuff to say sometimes. Don't make no sense to some people, but to me, I got some shit to say.
Well, I think it makes all the sense in the world. I check in with you every once in a while, and it seems like you got some good updates as far as fantasy football, up and coming information, and pure shit talking. It's a little mixture of those things. Would that cover?
Yeah, I mean,
Generally,
especially when we're talking fantasy football, shit talking and fantasy football are like peanut butter and jelly. They go together. No matter how you cut your crust off your bread or whatever, that stuff goes together, man. And yeah, when it comes to fantasy football, man, look it up, man. I'm a 3-time champion this year, and 3 different leagues. So
how many leagues do you play a year?
it gets 7 to 8.
Are you the guy? Are you that guy?
Oh, I'm that guy. I'm
like 3 different.
Oh
things
yeah,
going
it's
on,
bad,
and you're taking
it's
it
bad.
seriously.
I'm talking about I got an iPad. I got 2 different iPads for 2 different leagues. Got my phone going. Hell, on Sundays, man, I'll even hook up my fantasy teams to the TV so I can watch the game and get the updates on who's doing what. It's to the point now that I can honestly say I can watch the game even keel because 9 times out of 10 I've drafted that player, and then 9 times out of 10 I'm in so many leagues I'm playing against that player. So
your own player.
Exactly. It's
that seems counterproductive.
Yeah, but when you in all these leagues, man, the money makes it. The money and the just straight
if you're a 3-time
shit
winner,
talking.
that makes you like a 3,000-aire or something.
Yeah, you win some bread depending on the league. It's tax free. That's the beauty. It's tax free. It's tax free earnings. I ain't reporting this.
The guys in the league can't say that.
No, the guys in the league can't say a lot of shit. But what I can tell you, I'm not reporting these earnings.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And that's all they say about that. It is a new year, 2026. Are you a New Year's guy? Are you a resolution guy?
No.
Good,
No.
me either.
No, I think sometimes people just be saying shit when they drunk. Because most of the time, when New Year's Eve's come around, people are drinking,
True.
There's that point of drunkenness where you start having that emotional drunk, and you start thinking about things you could have did differently in life. And what not a better time to say some bullshit than on New Year's Eve, I've seen a guy say, I'm going to lose weight. Motherfucker's still the same size 5 years later. So I don't think that resolution even existed past New Year's Eve. I think once the first hit, he was back at McDonald's supersizing me. So it just is what it is, man. It's just
they're like meant to be broken. Like, so I go to yoga, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have my personal pet peeve on Saturdays. Like in the last 3 weeks, even the girl said it. She's like, it's New Year's, so it's gonna start getting packed in here.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the news, they said around the 20th is when people start getting depressed and dropping off because they didn't do their New Year's.
And the last 2 weeks in a row, every time I go to log in and get my damn yoga class, it's no spots left and it's empty.
Yeah.
And it really makes me angry.
Yep.
For those of us real yoga lovers and actual, motivated people, you motherfuckers that decide you want to be motivated for 2 to 3 months or 2 or 3 days out of the year or 2 or 3 weeks out of the year really cramps my style.
I mean, I understand it, man. Maybe not the whole yogic, thing, but I do understand it, man, because once we get to that summertime, kind of towards the fall, everybody wants to pull out the smoker. Everybody wants to smoke meat. I go to buy a brisket, I can't find one.
Right.
It's because of all these wannabes.
Right.
I definitely understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Luckily.
just biscuits.
Not that's
briskets.
it. That's it. Posers.
Yeah,
they're not really engulfed in the smoke. They don't have their eyes cut from the smoke. They got
Right.
content on their brain.
They don't go to work the next week smelling like
No.
fucking
No. They're not in
apple charcoal.
it. Yeah, they're not in it. They're not in it. They're not in it. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Listen, I'm here to tell you, it's okay to be that guy, but you're not that guy.
And stay out of the supermarket. That's what's really like around holidays and special occasions. You could just stay out of the supermarket and save the practice time for like non-important weekends.
You're gonna fuck it up anyways. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you, but it's okay. It's all right. I still love you for who you want to be.
Speaking of, I don't know what reminded me of it, but you've got a new one on the way. Or a new one here. Your new little one.
Oh yeah, Loaf.
Loaf? Is that his name?
That's her name.
That's her name?
That's her nickname. Her name is Ava, but I just call her Loaf.
Loaf, like
Loaf.
Like a loaf of bread or like loaf around?
Loaf of bread, loaf of ton, loafing bird, loaf Rihanna. She's a loaf, man. I love her.
I feel like that might explain her personality. Is she? My girls were all super laid back. Is she laid back or is she?
Nah, she's in it.
Yeah, she's got it.
NIL, name, image, and likeness. We got us one.
She should get paid.
We got us one. She's pretty tall for her age. She's one, and she's just one. I'm not going with that 1.5 crap, but she's one. She's a nice. I mean, she's the size of 2 and 3 year olds, man. She's walking. She's talking, getting into shit. If you catch my streams when I'm playing the game, dude, you'll see her. She's in there. She always makes her appearance at least once or twice. Snatches a controller, a cord.
Nice.
Messes with that. Loves messing with the amp. I mean, I'm sure my amp is shot. I'm almost positive if I tried to do something on the old axe, I'm probably gonna need a new amp. But hey, love her. That's the thing about kids, man. They cost a lot of money, and a lot of the money that they don't talk about is the products that they ruin.
Yes.
And that's okay.
Yes.
Fuck it. If it gets too bad, I'll go to China and sell her for a goat. You know what I mean? But
they don't outgrow it.
We're just here. We're just rolling with the tide, man.
They don't outgrow it. They definitely ruin it. Gotta love it.
But yeah, she's great, man. She's great.
That's cool. And actually, you brought up the amp. Are you able to get any music in or anything between the new kid,
I mean, I strum at this point, man. The strumming is all therapeutic. I'll crack a cold one open and strum it up for a little bit. But once back in the day before Loaf came around, I was able to get into that mode, for hours. Mode's about 5 minutes, but the mode still comes nonetheless, and that's the beauty of it. I always know when I'm doing something good,
right?
Because then here she comes. So it's a give-take relationship, but like I said, nowadays it's not more about putting out the music as much as it is just therapeutic.
Just doing it.
I love electric guitar. I love the blues. I love all of it, man. I love everything that comes with it. And sometimes it really just takes me out of that mode and puts me into that mood. And that's fine with me. No. Very much so. But yeah, of course I'm going to keep strumming, to the day that I die. BB King,
Right,
to the day that I die, I'll be strumming that damn thing. So hopefully she learns how to strum.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I asked because I like, you encouraged me to, because it's been years. I remember when you took up the guitar, you had kind of took it up yourself and did it just with the hours overnight and doing your thing.
Yeah, man.
And that was kind of cool to hear. And like now I went and got one of those apps and I've been, I went and paid for a whole year to see if I'll motivate myself to actually try it.
Yeah.
So I've been doing it semi-consistently.
Yeah, semi-consistently is still something.
It's kind of hard.
Oh, it ain't, yeah.
It's kind of hard. Like, it's easy to be like, nah.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those things where you see the greats do it, and you're like, oh, I could do that, and then you're like, oh, I can't do that. You can't do that at all. But hey, you know, you got it's okay to suck, and that's what I feel like a lot of problems in the world is people are afraid to suck. And everybody sucks when they first do something. I mean, I think there's probably maybe 5 or 6 people all time that have just picked up something and it's been great.
Right.
You know, but
And that
it's
was
okay
some
to
sort
suck.
of savant, probably.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but they're far and few between. Everybody had to put in the work. You get in, you get out what you put in. And
Right.
that is a very, very true statement about a lot of things in life.
And nobody looks at that part. Like, I've been looking at a lot of Kobe stuff lately.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, like Kobe would like every day he'd have not just him, but everybody else doing 500 jump shots, 500 layups, go with your left, go with your right, like ridiculous stuff. That
This is
people
game
just
speed.
don't even do.
You know, these aren't just 500 shots. These are 500 game tempo, game speed, game type of shots. And that's, like I said, man, you get out what you put in. And what Kobe put into the game, some might consider it crazy. I mean, look at Michael Jordan when they came out with that documentary. People looked at Michael Jordan a little bit different. But like he said, if you don't like the way I played the game, I understand. But I played the game to a way that look at what I got out of it. Sometimes you got to punch a teammate in the face, man. You know, then that's okay. That's
That
okay.
happened, didn't it?
He did.
That
He punched
did
his
happen.
teammate right in the face, man. And people are like, man, Mike was a dick. But what else do people say about Mike? He's the greatest of all time, you know?
And what do they say about the next greatest of all time? Or maybe arguably him with him, Kobe. He was a dick.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
almost everybody, they're like, much respect, but he would ignore you and not speak to you
Yeah.
and totally like
Many
disengage.
stories of him telling teammates, man, they need to trade your ass. You know, hey, take that however you want to take it. Either I can get better so I don't get traded, or I can go sit in the corner and cry and get traded.
Do you take that on the job site with you? Like, do you have a Kobe where like you be telling him, you're like, hey, bro, I'll trade your ass?
Yeah, it's to the point now that like I'm just more of a, you know, if it gets to that point, then yeah. But most of the time I try to stay real even keel, you know, and just let people figure it out. But if it gets to that point, man, sometimes you got to move them out the way and take over. And that's okay. That's okay. They got to see how it's done. It's all right. They'll be fine. If not, fuck them and feed them fish heads. There's nothing I can do for you.
It's a rough game. It's a dirty game. And I mean, that's the thing, that you got to learn how to take your lumps, lose. Sports is a big deal. Like, when I notice kids that don't go through sports and they don't know how to, what was it you just said? To not lose, but to kind of fail. That fear of failure. You're afraid
to suck.
You're afraid you're gonna suck.
Yeah.
But you got to get past suck in order to be competent,
Yes.
and you got to get past competent to be good,
Yeah.
and past good to be excellent,
Yeah.
and past excellent to be master. You know what I mean?
And that's what it comes down.
And everybody wants to stop before you get to that point.
Oh,
What
yeah.
I do, I'm like a Renaissance man. I'm gifted enough to be decent at things when I start to do them, but if I'm not good at them in a short time, I'll quit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
You know, it's like something I really have to like be mindful
Yeah.
of. And then I have
Yeah.
to pick and choose the things that I want to do, because I'll start doing 10 or 12 things, and it's like, no, you have to concentrate on 3 things
Yeah. Yeah.
and actually try instead of
Zoom in the camera.
Right,
You know, that's what
right.
you got to do. You got to really zoom it in, and really get down to the grid.
Well,
The
now,
nitty
like,
grid.
you know, you talk about what's going on around the leagues and everything, but let's zoom into Colorado. You see what I did there?
Yeah, I see you.
Like, I
I
zoomed
see
it,
you.
and
I
like I
see
brought
you.
it to the
Yeah,
Zoom thing.
I feel like I threw that oop.
You did.
I should get that assist.
And I feel like I grabbed it
Yeah.
one handed and put it through. Like, I ain't tall, so I couldn't dunk it, but it was a really cool layup.
Yeah, it was nice. The crowd said, "Ooh,"
So,
you know, and that's all right. That's all right.
Okay, sorry. Since we narrowed it down and all, let's talk about the Nuggets, the Avs, and the Broncos. There's a lot to be excited about. What is your take as an overall fan on the sports landscape in Colorado right now?
I think it's great. I think, you know, Colorado is one of those cities or states that are blessed to have 3 good sports teams. You know, or they're good.
Most of the time.
You know, and I think I'm not a real big soccer guy, but I think the soccer team's decent. So, I mean,
I feel like I haven't heard of
So we're just going to assume they're decent, you know?
Let's
And
go with that.
honestly, I think it's great, man. I think it's great. I think the sports scene, the sports environment, where they're going, where they are right now, I think it's great. I think the Nuggets have a chance if they can get healthy. They have a chance to do something special this year. Denver, obviously, with Bo Nix going down, that hurts. But you look at the overall season, I mean, you can't be nothing but happy. And then, of course, the Avs are the Avs. I mean, they got one of the best players in the league, and that's just the facts of life. So I think overall, the sports scene's great. If I had one wish the Rockies would get good, you know, praying for it. If not, I'll just keep watching good teams when they come here and get to watch them for cheap. You know, it's a win. Oh hell yeah, dude! You can get to a Rockies game for fucking $15.
And is entertaining? Like, don't they put a line in like the experience so you can have a good time?
It's a great time, and you can go to the Rock Club or wherever the hell it's called and spend the pile and spend $20, and you get to go to a bar. You're at a bar at a baseball stadium. Like I said, it's a great. I just wish they were a little bit better. You know, I think it's coming. You know, I think there's lake turnover, as they say in science. You know, you turn the shit to the top and the top goes to the bottom. So I feel like eventually they should be all right. And if not, like I said, I will keep going to these games for cheap and seeing all the good players that come here. You know, the Rockies are one of the rare teams where you can spend $50 and have you a good time. You know, a couple tall boys, you know, some popcorn, whatever the hell it is that you like, you can do it. So. Sports scene, I love it. But go Nuggets, man. Come on, Jokic, we need you back.
If you pick one, what do you think's our top team overall, and why?
Overall, it would have to be the Avs. It would have to be the Avs. They're more
consistency.
Yeah, they're just consistently good over the last decade. You know, the Nuggets will probably be number 2, but this is a football city, Denver. You know, they love the Broncos. The Broncos can do no wrong. But me personally, I would say it would be Avs and Nuggets. The Nuggets have arguably probably the best player of this generation.
Right.
I mean, Nikola Jokic is just he's a basketball savant.
Right. He's that guy.
He is.
That just does it.
He is.
And it's like I think I was talking about in the Dear Dream. He's the Dear Dream guest for this week. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking he makes it look effortless.
Yeah.
He almost looks like he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like it's almost meditative. Like he's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. You know, the game could end tomorrow, and I'm not even tripping.
I'm just gonna go back to Serbia and watch my horses.
I'm gonna go play.
That's just great. That's just great.
Equine heaven.
Yeah, yeah. I think Jokic is. I mean, I've watched him in person so many times. I've watched LeBron. I've watched a lot of superstars in person, and without a doubt, Jokic is probably one of the only players you can watch and not realize he has 35 points. 15 rebounds and 9 assists. Like
during the game.
Yeah,
watching?
it's just like he doesn't force it. You know, a lot of these guys, you see them and they're like, oh, okay, he had 40. Well, yeah, I know. I watched him take 30 fucking shots.
Right.
Jokic is just pure efficiency. You see him score a couple times and you're like, okay, yeah. You see him passes, rebounding, but then you look up at the fourth quarter and it's like, wow, this guy is going nuclear. And this is on a game-to-game basis. And it's just beautiful, man. That is probably, I'm a huge LeBron James fan, except for his time in LA. I think that was the worst decision for his career. But watching Jokic in person, if you ever get a chance, America, go watch Nikola Jokic in person. Please. Just watch him. Just watch the man work. It's beautiful. He doesn't say much. He grabs his hard hat, he grabs his lunch pail, he clocks in and he goes to work, and it's a beautiful creation of what he does during those games. Beautiful.
What a stud!
Yeah.
And I bet he could play free time and not even crack a smile.
Oh yeah. I mean, you don't need to put in his work.
And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put in our work, Jimmy. It's time to pay the toll. And you've been here before. So it's time to face what I like to call some cosmic consequences here for free time. One option we've got is off the top. This is where we come up with a poem or a rap based on a topic that AI picks for us. 2, we've got on the spot. This is our opportunity to perform a skit also based on a topic that AI picks for us. And we may have some rapid sports quiz questions for you where you'd have to answer quick on the spot. No wait, no delay. And the new added dealer's choice where if you've got a better idea, although I might immediately regret it, I will participate.
All right. I'll do a poem, a little poem.
Slam poem.
A little slam poem, man. See what we got there.
All right, let's see if we've got a little dun 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 dun. This just in. We've got Mind Changer. They're coming in from everywhere. They're aliens from above, and their names are Jimmy, and he's decided to change his mind.
Yeah.
He no longer wishes to do a poem to show you guys his vocal gymnastics and ability. He would much prefer to do some rapid fire questions, so that's what we're going to go with.
Yes.
In fact, instead of cutting, we'll just go straight to it and see if you're prepared for these here questions off the top.
Listen, That Guy Jig Sports Podcast. I should be doing sports. I don't even know what I was thinking about poetry.
Fair
you know what I mean?
It could have been a poem about sports.
Yeah. We're going rapid fire.
Poetic motion.
Poetic justice.
Justice of
Good movie.
Yeah.
Hint song.
And song.
Shout out to Kendrick.
And soundtrack.
Shout out to Kendrick.
Shout out. All right. Rapid fire sports quiz. Denver edition. Nuggets repeat, yes or no?
No.
Jokic, MVP again, or voter fatigue?
Voter fatigue. He's not getting it.
Broncos, trust the rebuild, or you're still skeptical?
Oh, trust.
It's real?
It's real. Sean Payton's real.
About these Rockies we just spoke about. Fixable or cursed for life?
Fixable.
He looks like... Are you wishing that, or do you believe...
Fixable.
Okay.
Fixable. Fix it.
If you're not watching, I was
you know what? Give me the job for a day.
I was afraid.
2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks. Give me GM. 2 weeks. That's all I need.
I was scared for a moment. 2 weeks.
Fixable.
Best QB in the playoffs right now?
Matthew Stafford.
Agreed. Team you don't trust despite winning?
Patriots.
Really?
Yeah.
Surprising.
Patriots could lose today.
Yeah. Coach you'd play for?
Sean McVay.
Yeah, he looks fun. Yeah.
Sean McVay.
He looks like a player's coach.
Play for Sean.
For the Broncos, defense or offense actually for all teams in the playoffs, defense or offense in January? What matters? What's going to matter?
That's a good one, but the old saying, so true. Defense wins championships.
I agree. And I'm hoping that only because the Broncos have the bomb-ass defense.
They do.
All right. So what's the athlete that you respect the most over all sports? We just talked about a few.
The athlete I respect the most in all of sports. Charles Barkley. Yeah, man. Dude don't care. He just says it how it is, man.
That's a really good answer.
That's just a guy if Charles is speaking, I'm listening. And that's just all I can. That's all I can.
Great answer. He personality, and he's really smart about what he does, and he does not give a flying fizzle.
None.
Team you hate irrationally for no good reason.
Lakers.
Because of the LeBron thing?
No, I hate the fucking Lakers. I hate everything about the purple and gold. The thing that really chaps my ass about the purple and gold is they talk about all these championships. There was a time where there was nobody else in the league spending money like that. Like, I'm just not hearing it. I cannot stand the Lakers. That damn bubble championship they got is fraud. It's crap. It's crap. If you're a Lakers fan, you're crap too. Nuggets in 6.
Nuggets in 6.
That's what I say.
If you can get rid of one sport altogether, which one would you get rid of? Delete.
Oh, dude, there's this new wave of like horse riding that doesn't involve horses. It's just people acting like a horse or acting like they're riding a horse and they're running around jumping over shit. And what has this world come to? And my second sport, I know you didn't ask me
They're
this.
impersonating horse riding.
Yes.
Without a horse.
Yes. I mean, this is a true fact of life.
Do they even have like one of those little sticks?
They might.
With a horse?
They might. I was just so disgusted in what I was watching. I didn't even notice that.
Can I bet on it on DraftKings?
I don't know. And oh man.
It doesn't matter. We're deleting it.
Yeah.
Equine fake horse riding without a horse.
It's got to go.
Deleted.
Gotta go.
Deleted.
What are we doing? Go get a horse.
One rule you'd change tomorrow.
One rule?
Let's go with NFL. One NFL rule that you would change.
Oh man, that's easy. Survive through the ground. That is a terrible rule. That's just terrible.
Win the ball during a catch?
Yes, that's a terrible rule. As a wide receiver, that puts you at a disadvantage. Because if you're telling me I have to catch the ball, get 2 feet down, fall on the ground, and then be able to stand back up with the ball, that's stupid.
They're saying you need to stand back up. I thought it was just you had to have your
survive.
arms
You have
beneath
to. You have
the
to.
ball can't touch the ground.
That's a different scenario.
Oh.
Like if someone throws you a ball and you catch it, you get 2 feet down.
Right.
You hit the ground. You have the ball, but if the ball moves or comes out after you hit the ground, it's an incompletion. Or case in point that we saw last week with the Broncos, a defender can come in while you're on the ground and take the ball, and now it's their ball. I think that's a terrible rule. I think it puts a disadvantage to the wide receiver. I understand it. There's so many rules in the NFL or in football in general that go for the offense. So you got to give the defense something. But at the same time, when you play the position of wide receiver, 2 feet down, the ball doesn't move. I have it. It's in my possession. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Is that new?
It's been around for a couple of years, 3 or 4, probably longer than that.
Good, because I didn't hear about it. Because I would think that sucks too. I don't like that.
No, it's terrible.
I get the one that's catch, maintain throughout, football steps, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I can understand if a receiver catches the ball, bobbles it, hits the ground, it's still bobbling it. All right, cool. But if I catch the ball, firm possession, 2 feet down, hit the ground, play should be dead.
Play should be dead.
Simple and plain.
Simple and plain, we're going to dead that subject just like that play. Should be dead. Now, we're back and we are still standing even after that quick rapid fire quiz, which I took a little bit longer than it should have because I kind of like your answers. I want to focus on the NFL championship right now. I mean, we got 4 teams left. It's a big deal. It's on the TV behind me. With the quarterback trust question, out of our 4 remaining team, which of these quarterbacks do you trust most if the game comes down to one drive?
Matthew Stafford.
Yeah?
Matthew Stafford.
Because what are the 4 teams we've got?
You got the Rams, Seahawks, Broncos, and Patriots.
So 2 rookies, Stafford, and a backup.
Well, yeah, you got 2. Yeah, you got 2 vets. You got Sam Darnold, Matthew Stafford, and then you got second-year guy Drake May, and then Jarrett Stidham. So the game coming up with Denver probably has the worst quarterback matchup, but
Matthew Stafford.
If you leave Matthew Stafford any time, he's going to make something shake.
Yeah.
The guy has no conscience.
Yeah, he's insane.
He is.
Yeah, and he forgets the last play.
His arm talent is crazy.
Yeah, he never.
It's crazy.
He never.
Even since his time at Georgia, his arm talent has always been top tier.
If it's not the quarterback, the next best thing is that coaching matters. At this stage, how much does coaching actually matter? And is there a coach left that you think gives his team an actual advantage?
I think there's a couple coaches that give their teams an advantage, but coaching definitely matters because you got to have guys in the right spot. And the NFL especially, it's a game of inches. And like people don't really understand that. Like they just think, inches to gain. No. Everybody in the NFL is the best of the best, sir, with honors. That's why you're in the NFL. And when it comes to that saying, we're talking about stance, we're talking about alignment, we're talking about takeoff, we're talking about everything. So when you don't have your guys in the right position, then guess what? You're gonna get exposed because these guys aren't fucking around right now. This is the time of no fucking around. And look at the Seahawks last week.
The coach that put you in that position.
Yeah. I mean, look at the Seahawks last week against the 49ers. The 49ers fucked around and found out. You can't be in the wrong position because at this level, every inch matters. If I line up 1 inch too much in the inside and this receiver gets an outside release, hits me with a move and then runs an out route, physically I can't get back to that play because I was that 1 inch out of place.
Right.
So coaching, momentum. At this point, coaching is everything.
Which one then? Which coach gives the best advantage?
My 2 coaches that give the best advantage right now would be Sean McVay. Because if you look at the way the Rams play football offensively, everything looks the same.
Everything looks the same. It is the perfect smoke screen. All their alignments, all their plays, their blocking schemes, down to it just looks the same. So you don't know where you're going to line up. You don't know what they're about to do because you think it's the same thing they just did. It's not.
So the formations
tight. I'm talking, you watch a Rams game. Watch a Rams game, and you just see how many times they run a play out of this formation.
Really?
And it all looks the same. Just continuity.
That'd be a pain in the ass
for a defense. It's crazy. You got to really know your keys.
That'd be a pain in the ass.
You know, and then the second one, I gave it to the offensive guy on this one, man, but the Seahawks head coach is a defensive-minded guy, McDonald. And that guy, he puts his defense in great spots. That game tonight, that might as well be the Super Bowl.
Right.
Might as well be. Because the game is going to be a very good game because you have two brilliant minds going at it. And McDonald is going to have that defense ready to go. Because you don't know where it's coming from. You know the blitz is coming. But where is it coming from? Because he has 11 bullets. And he's not afraid to shoot one of them. But which one is going to get shot? And that's the beauty of it. So that game, we've seen these two teams play already twice. Great games both times.
Is it 1-1?
I believe it's 1-1. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive the Seahawks got one and the Rams got the other one. But at the end of the day, throw it out the window because this is a trip to the Super Bowl. You don't get many opportunities at this.
You're right. This could be the big game. Like, even the fact that we're here, it's semi-surprising. Like, if the Broncos make it to the Super Bowl, it would be a surprise.
The Broncos win today. If they win today, they're going to the Super Bowl. That's going to be great. But I think that Glory Road Disney Channel shit ends there.
Yeah, because I mean, just as I'm a fan, but in the reality of it, you look at it. I mean, from the outside looking in, you see the game tonight between the Rams and the Seahawks, and you're like, it's going to be one of them two. At least that's what I see.
For sure. And I think
I like to rock with the AFC and go with my Broncos, but if my Broncos don't win, that's what's
the Broncos' defense is great, one of the best in the league. They're gonna have to do like what the Bears did back in the day with Lovie Smith and them. That defense is gonna have to be able to generate points.
Yeah, or get them takeaways like.
Don't get me wrong, Jarrett Stidham and Bo Nix are the same prototype of quarterback. They're the same prototype, different skill set, same prototype.
Intentionally.
So, at the same time, it's that defense is going to be on the field a lot. The way they win, though, is if the offense can sustain drives, run the ball, keep time of possession, keep the defense off the field, keep them fresh, and put up points. If the Broncos can put up 28 points today, they'll win. If they find a way to score a touchdown a quarter, they'll win.
28 points, they'll win handily. Yeah, they'll win handily. You brought up the defense. There's a few good defenses. We like to talk about ours. Which one's the best?
Right now, with no context or outside influences as far as quarterbacks being out and whoop de bam, I would say the Broncos and the Seahawks probably have the best two defenses of both divisions.
Broncos and Seahawks, you'd consider them pretty even.
Yeah, they're pretty even. Both got good pass rushes. Both have good secondaries. Linebacking core solid. Right. And that's what I mean. I think those two are the best two defenses in the playoffs remaining, without a doubt. Those two defenses.
They might end up going against each other.
They could, and that will be one of them Super Bowls that's going to be like 17-10. 10-7. One of those type of games. Yeah. But that Seahawks defense is nothing to trifle with.
So back to the podcast, That Guy Jig. What made you start it, and what kind of sports fan are you representing? Like, you've got the people that are like the jock, the one that wants to talk shit, like homeboy on ESPN. You've got the analyst type. You've got the constant bad guy, and you've got the super fan. What are you trying to get across to your audience?
The reason I made it is because I'm tired of hearing the mainstream sports media push bullshit. There's a lot of stuff that they say, and then you look at why they're saying it. Like, the example, the Lakers. The Lakers get a lot of publicity, a lot of press. Like, over the last decade, they haven't been worthy of that. Like, when the Nuggets played the Lakers, it was all about the Lakers.
Yeah, there's a lot of fake news.
That shit's annoying. The SEC biased in sports. I hate it. Yeah. The Big Ten is the best conference in football, and it ain't close. Three straight national championships. But all we're talking about is the SEC. Yeah. Oh, well, which SEC teams are going to be good next year? Arch Manning this, or this and that. That's why I do it, because I'm not a sports guy you talk to if you put opinion in it. I'm a Nebraska Cornhusker fan, through and through. Bleed that shit.
Okay.
But I'll tell you to your face, we suck. And we've sucked for the last 20 years. I have no problem with saying that.
Right.
Because I'm a realist.
Right.
I go by facts. And that's what drives me to do sports. It's, sports is something where you can put your opinion in it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, the facts are the facts.
If you're being subjective,
the
facts are the facts. Yeah.
And that's why I do it. I'm a football. I love the game of football through and through, down to the game plan, the schemes. I love basketball the same, and I get tired of sports talk that is completely opinion based. We can see the facts, but you know what? I feel that this is the way it is, so that's what I'm going to push. And I just try to have a truthful sports talk, especially when it comes to college football. NIL. Everybody's upset about NIL's been going on for years. It's been going on for years. Coach Tarkisian for the UNLV Rebels back in the day.
I was out there then. Yeah,
that dude used to pay people with rolls of money.
Yeah.
And it's been going on. It's like Ed Orgeron said. We used to go through the back door with the briefcase. Now we're just going through the front door. And it comes down to the point of these players deserve to make the money. This is America. This is capitalism. I want people to understand that at one point in a capitalistic society, we told people you cannot make money off yourself, and then punish them when they did. In capitalism, now that it's happening, people are all feathers are ruffled up.
Right.
It's been going on.
Yeah.
And people, and that's why I've said this on my podcast.
The amateur argument, wasn't that the argument?
Yeah. And that's my argument on my podcast. We are seeing football at a greater level, and you can't deny it.
Because of NIL?
Because of NIL. Because nobody can stack, Nick Saban stacked the pond. Alabama was stacked.
True.
Alabama had Jalen Hurts.
I don't follow college football that much, but
they had Jalen Hurts.
I'm going to let you cook.
They had Jalen Hurts and Tua.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they had Isaiah Bond. They had Jerry Jeudy. They had Devontae Smith. These are all there at the same time.
And nobody else had anything.
And everybody else has got one good receiver, maybe two.
Then
but
you had your Ohio State trickle down.
What I'm saying?
You had your
all these big universities were able to stack the pond. Now we got teams like Indiana, who because of their boosters, I can pay you too.
Right.
I'm in the Big Ten. I can get you the same. Publicity, the same brand exposure as the SEC. Same with the Big 12. Same with the ACC. These schools now can pay to play. People forget SMU was the original death penalty because they paid their players. And what did SMU do?
They got blacklisted basically for that.
And because they were winning, because they were able to stack their pond. Mm-hmm. Now that the money is out there, we are getting a better brand of football. Maybe not from a schematic standpoint. People want to say, oh, the schemes are more simplified.
Because they're all jumping around.
But at the same time, we are seeing some teams that are being created and coming together. As a sports fan, how can you be mad about this?
That's an argument.
We are at a time of peak. I mean, peak.
For the consumer, for the fan, is it as good for the player?
No. In the sense of they don't have good. You have to have a good corner. You have to have good people in your corner. And that's where a lot of these players.
Even guys in the league ain't got that.
And that's where a lot of these players. The league is different because that's grown ass men.
Right.
We're talking about 18, 17, 19-year-old kids, and now NIL is trickling down to high school. So now the problem is who is looking after these kids?
Right.
There was, I believe the number is like 30,000 or something crazy. Let's just go with 30,000. I'm pretty sure it's more, but 30,000 makes me right. So 30,000 people entered the transfer portal.
Okay.
There ain't 30,000 spots available.
Right.
So somebody's going to be without.
Right.
But why did that kid enter the transfer portal?
Because he thought.
Because somebody's in his ear.
Yeah.
You can make this money. That's why I love Fran Brown at Syracuse. Coach Fran Brown, great coach. great mentor because he tells these kids how it is. You know, a kid was trying to demand a couple $1 million to play wide receiver. Jeremiah Smith doesn't make a couple $1 million a year. That's the best receiver in college football. And he doesn't make that. But who's telling you that? Your agent. Yeah. It's the agents that are corrupting the NIL.
Yeah, they're 10%.
It's not the kids. People love to put the blame on the kids. It's these agents because these agents have no guidelines. These agents can they can basically go in there and keep talking to other schools while you're playing for one school.
Yeah, even though it's not in the rules, it's your agent.
You know,
it, so it's like a
tampering.
Third party. Yeah.
But guess what? It's the agent. The agent's making these kids go into the transfer portal for a couple $1 million that you're not going to see. And that's the ugly side of NIL, which I 100% understand why people don't like NIL. I get it because of the ugly side.
Right.
But as far as the benefits of NIL, capitalism, brother, it is what it is.
Right.
But these kids need better mentorship. They need better people in their corner. Not a bunch of yes men, not some guy on Twitter who changes his handle to something that sounds cool and they think that he's the best agent or the best representative. No.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's going to come down. This is what I truly believe. I believe the NFL will get involved and there will be market stats.
Right. It'll be like a
farm league. One of the biggest misconceptions that are going around right now is that these kids are going to stop going to the NFL and stay in college because you can make that type of money. You can't. The dream, the goal is always to make it to the NFL.
Yeah.
That is the goal. That is the dream.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, Jackson Dart, I believe, made $16 million. Guaranteed. And he was late first round.
Yeah.
Look at Cam Ward's contract. That was early first round. The NFL has brackets.
Right.
I do not believe that there is a college quarterback right now that is going to reset the market to where these kids are going to start to make that money. Now, kids are going to go back to college for their own personal reasons.
Right.
Dante Moore, for example, he goes back to college, could have been a second, third round overall pick. But his last game was shit. We saw Shedeur Sanders all year long. First round quarterback, top 15 pick. That motherfucker slid all the way to the 7th.
Right.
Because in the NFL, it's not just about what you can do on the field. It's a whole
package deal.
It's a whole. What's your personality like?
Right.
What's your family like? What's your dad like? You know, like how do you think about this, and this?
Yeah.
I need to know because I'm about to give you a lot of money.
Right.
So with that being said, I understand why a guy like Dante Moore, unfinished business. His last couple games were rough at Oregon. Let's go back and get better as a man. Let's go get back and better as a quarterback.
Since you talk about Oregon, just before we get out of here, I wanted, because we've got Bo Nix, and it's kind of been brought to light that back at Oregon he had an ankle injury. Mm-hmm. Prior to that, in high school, he had an ankle injury, and he just got his ankle broken again. Does that spell anything badly, or like is technology to the point?
Steph Curry
is medicine where
look at Steph Curry. Steph Curry had ankle injuries.
Yeah, multiple?
College, high school, got one in the NBA. It's strength and conditioning at this point. Now we know you might have a problem.
Right.
But for the success of this team, we need you to get right.
Right.
Steph Curry's all right. They figured it out.
Yeah.
So it just, and especially in a football is a collision sport.
We don't need to freak out.
No.
Yeah.
No. Listen, he broke his ankle in the perfect situation. Maybe not for the fan and the team.
Right.
But
definitely for Stidham, though.
Stidham, opportunity. You
might be
run
his
with
shot
it, bud.
At getting a
run with
start
it. But as for
somewhere.
Knicks, if you're gonna get hurt in the NFL.
Yeah.
You're starting quarterback, and you are the quarterback for the Denver Broncos. So if you're gonna get hurt now. Get hurt now. Let these doctors look at you, and let these doctors get you right. Let Denver get you right, because the Broncos organization is going to do whatever they got to do to get that man right. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. Just sucky timing.
It is sucky timing. How about right now, as far as you got a lot going on, you got your job, you got your podcast. Is there anything up and coming or anything that you would like to inform us about ventures?
Spring.
Projects?
That Guy Jigs comes back in the spring, second season. And it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a very good one. We're going to be doing try to do some shows from some stadiums. We're going to try to hit every college football stadium in the state next season. And then we're going to be going abroad. It's going to be, the content's going to be crazy. I truly believe, I think we're going to really be able to get in front of your face.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So just tune in to season 2. It's going to be a lot better. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
It's dope. This is what's cool, man. This is why I like having you, because we're like growing in this space. You know what I'm saying? Like from just straight from the basement to actually something that's worth listening to and worth people following. So I'm excited for you. I'm looking forward to that. One final thing from the Swami. I'm sorry, is that name taken by that other guy? I wonder if you can patent that. Can you patent that guy Jig and be like, hey, can't nobody ever say that without
I mean,
paying
honestly,
money?
I should be able to, because I don't know anybody else that goes by that guy Jig.
Yeah, or Jigsaw. Anyway, I mean,
Jigsaw Jimmy might be tough.
Because I'll be your agent for 10%, and we'll make sure you get that new contract for $150 million.
That works.
That
works.
And all right, we'll talk later.
Yeah,
But
that works.
the one last thing I need out of you, Swami, is a real, actual prediction of these Broncos. How far do they go in these playoffs?
This is it.
This is it.
The road ends here.
You heard it here first. Drake May and the New England Patriots take us out. I'm inclined to stand steadfast and not answer on that. Before we wrap, make sure you're following Jimmy at That Guy Jig across all his social medias. Check out the That Guy Jig podcast wherever you listen. Finally, if you want proof that you don't need to fit into one box, this is it. Trades, creativity, sports, faith, and leadership. It's all here, so stay tapped into the Hub Podcast. Jimmy, always a pleasure, my friend.
Sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Sir. Thanks for having me.
For coming back, always raising the bar. And everyone listening, thank you. Share the show with someone who loves sports, music, or building something with their hands. As always, make sure that you take it light, and it won't never get too heavy. I am Brandon Bourne. Be peace, brethren.
Maybe you can understand this shit. Why drive a car? Cause it's foreign, that ain't my type of language. That chick's my wife, not some peasant that I just call my main bitch. Something I learned from ancestors of mine who came on slave ships. Master don't suck you until you drive and dump you in a ditch. The best defense is to stay spry and infiltrate the host. Then play offense once you're inside, that's how you do the most. Miseducation's a disease, it must be treated so by the revolutionaries who make the conscience grow. It may have been a mistake to grab the mic again. I'm finally facing my demons and feeling right again. No lie, embracing the truth about who I really am. Let's never let